Hey guys, I'm Mitch,
I'm Austin.
and this is Super Platinum Achievement, and we may see some numbers going up here pretty soon, but not the kind of numbers we want to go up. We're going to talk about it here in just a second, but first, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you like this video, at the end, give us a big thumbs up. We appreciate it. Also, if you like it, share with your friends as well. But yeah, in a recent interview with the Wall Street Journal, head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, was asked a few questions, and among them was basically talking about Game Pass. Like, is it profitable? And he said, yes, Game Pass is profitable at this point, roughly making up 10 to 15% of Xbox profit right now, or the Microsoft gaming division's profit right now, which is a decent amount. But he also said, we think we've hit a threshold. It continues to grow on PC, but we haven't seen growth on the console, because he thinks that everybody that wanted it on console has already gotten it, and he doesn't think it's going to get much bigger. Which brings us back to something we talked about a few months ago, and that's prices going up. We all kind of knew it was happening. A lot of people were in denial, saying it was never going to happen. PlayStation already did it with their consoles in certain regions, and with this crazy inflation, it's bound to happen, and Xbox isn't going to be happy with 10 to 15% being Game Pass, considering they kind of want that to be the majority. They want that to end up being 75% of their profit coming from Game Pass. So they were basically he was directly asked about this, and he said to the Wall Street Journal, I do think at some point we'll have to raise prices on certain things, but going into the holiday, we thought it was important to maintain the prices. We've held our prices on our console, we've held a price on games and our subscriptions. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. Now notice he mentioned a few things, certain things. Now, Sony's gotten scrutiny on two things they've already done. One, all their next-gen games are $70 now, instead of the, used to be norm $60. And two, like I already mentioned, their consoles in certain regions have gone up by roughly $50. So I think we could see that coming from Xbox as well. I don't think the S is going to go up in price. I think they're going to want to keep that a budget console, but I do see the X possibly going up in price, and I am 99% sure, like we talked about a while ago, that Game Pass is going to go up.
Yeah, I mean, like what we discussed is Game Pass can't be sustainable, because like we said, once everyone who's bought it, no one else is going to buy it, so they're not going to be making more money, they're just going to be making that same amount of money. And, so like Mitch said, the Xbox fans, who probably all own an Xbox at this point, who want Game Pass have Game Pass, and the ones who don't, and that's not changing. The PC is still going up, but I'm sure it has probably gone down, because...
Tapered a little bit, yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised if their prices of, their in-studio content's going to go up to $70, like Sony's. That's, Sony kind of announced that it's like, more work's going into these games, there's a lot more hours, the pay needs to reflect that, which is fine, I understand that. So Microsoft probably will do that, and like Mitch said, I think I do agree, we are going to see a price increase on the Xbox itself. Microsoft walking a very fine line here, and it's not looking that good for them at the moment. We don't know exactly all they're working on and stuff, but they haven't done much to really help their sales.
The last month has been better for Game Pass, because we just got A Plague Tale Requiem a few days ago, which is a fantastic game. I highly recommend it. And then before that was Scorn, which is very divided on how people are feeling about that game. Some people absolutely love it. I don't see the appeal myself. I don't think it was advertised really quite as what it is. It was kind of advertised as a horror game, and that's not what the game is. It's more of a puzzle game. Anyway, those games did come day one, and then Pentiment, Obsidian's new game's coming, and they did get the final, full release of Grounded. So they've had a better last couple of months, but they haven't had those heavy hitter first party titles hit Game Pass like they've been promising, and that's been the whole appeal of the subscription service was all these big time Xbox games. You know, the Bethesda ones that they have now. People were getting excited about, you know, Gears, Halo. Obviously, we got Halo and Forza last year. We got Forza Motorsports coming next year. And then people were getting so excited earlier this year that, oh my word, we're going to get Call of Duty games on Game Pass now. And now that's looking like that might not happen ever, because it's looking very possible that the purchase might not go through. But if it does happen, it's not going to happen for at least a few more years until Xbox can iron everything out. So they need to increase the price of Game Pass. And I will say Game Pass has been just even with, you know, the lack of games that have been coming to it, the library that's already on there right now, Game Pass has just been a screaming deal, and the new games have just been a bonus towards it. So of course they're going to have to raise the price, because like Austin said earlier, once they stop getting new subscriptions, they're still having to pay these games to come to Game Pass. For example, getting Guardians of the Galaxy, even though Guardians of the Galaxy didn't come day one on Game Pass, it came, was it 3 months later or something like that?
Yeah,
I don't remember. It was quite a bit ways later, but they still paid $10 million to get that game on Game Pass. So they still have to pay to keep the subscription going. Otherwise, I've already seen it happen. People are going to start canceling their subscriptions because they're not getting anything new. So
I am one of those people. I am said person. I canceled it on my PC. So just like, you know, I did the math, and you know, like as of right now, it's roughly $120 bucks a year, which is, you know, the price of 2 new games. I think at this point, I'd rather just buy 2 new games and not have to worry about having the Game Pass service, because that's, you know, when it comes down to me, that only about 2 games probably a year I end up buying them on my computer versus buying on my PlayStation. Just kind of depends on where I want to play. So, you know, to me it wasn't worth it. And yes, having the backlog is nice, but it's just like I wasn't really sitting down and playing any of the stuff on there. So that was kind of my thing too. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So yeah, with them increasing the price, I'm sure actually a lot of people might end up canceling their subscriptions. So this could actually backfire in a way on them. So we will see, and I'm sure a lot of the people that would cancel them are probably more of the PC players and not the Xbox players. So we will, I mean, we will see. It sounds like we won't get any price increases till the end of this year, till, you know, into next year. So, you know, it'll be months, maybe
beginning of next year, more than likely. Probably springtime is what I'm thinking. But yeah, because Xbox, like you said, Xbox fans, Xbox owners are gonna most likely keep it no matter what, because every Xbox fanboy that I know and that's only playing on Xbox, they rely solely on Game Pass. They don't buy games. They buy nothing, and if it doesn't come to Game Pass, they don't play it. Mm-hmm. So, of course they're going to keep it.
And they pretend it doesn't exist.
Yep. Yeah, people were acting like Guardians of the Galaxy was a brand new game when it finally hit Game Pass. So, I mean, obviously it does good to some of these games. Yeah. But, you know, has that revive. So they've also got their Friends and Family plan that's coming out here for Game Pass. That's not officially launched yet. It's still in test markets. But that's roughly going to be $25 a month for Ultimate. And you can share with up to four other people. So if 4 other people already have Game Pass, and you got 5 people total that are, you know, close friends and family, they're like, hey, let's just join this family plan, because you can still keep your Microsoft accounts and then just join the family plan. Like, hey, let's just do that, and we'll all chip in, you know, $5 instead. And so instead of $15 a person, it's $5 a person for Ultimate. Yeah. So that's a pretty big difference. So they're going to have to raise prices on the individual, or since they're still testing this, it's not officially launched yet, it's probably not even going to launch at that. They're probably going to be like, whoa, we can't do the $25 for the Friends and Family plan. We're going to have to do like $45 for our Friends and Family plan, and then $20 for Ultimate now. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, I don't blame them. It makes sense. They have to do it if they want it to be profitable. Anybody that thought it was going to stay at the pricing was kind of living in a dream.
Yeah, they kind of, you know, it's a double-sided sword, obviously. They kind of put themselves in this corner where they have to rely on Game Pass so heavily because that's what they promised. they will do. So they can't just be like, oh, Game Pass will stay this same price, but we won't get the day one games anymore. Because then I think more people would be upset at that versus the price of Game Pass going up. With maybe the promise of like we'll get more games out, like we got a lot more games coming out. Say like in 2023, they Xbox should have more games
because
coming out.
we know how good they are at promising games coming out. Just like the Series X was going to have the best launch lineup ever. So
ever, and it's stellar.
They're doing great at that. So yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Because I can see it going easily one of two ways. People are like, oh, this is fine. I'll do it. And Microsoft can actually be like, and here's all the games coming out. Or people just be like, nah, cancel, and just they lose a bunch of Game Pass subscriptions. So we will see.
And they could do it in increments too. We could see a $5 increase, and then the next year do another $5 increase. So. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But for now, enjoy your cheap Game Pass for probably at least the next 3 to 4 months. And then get ready to start paying more. I imagine you'll also be able to finish out your term that you already signed up for. And then once it goes to
that's true. If you did a subscription, So
yeah,
but hopefully the start of next year there should be more games rolling out. Starfield obviously is the big one. We got Redfall coming. Hopefully I think they said around May time. So hopefully Microsoft does finally get those games out and make Game Pass worth it. So.
Yes, and that would be the perfect time for them to increase the price because it would kind of soften the blow a little bit. Be like, sorry, it's going up, but Starfield's coming out, so it's worth it, right? It's worth it, right?
Here we go.
People are like, it is. Yeah, it is.
Until the day before, Starfield's been delayed.
Yeah. We're very sorry.
All right. Yes. So. What do you guys think, though? Do you think you want to see an increase in Game Pass if you can obviously see more games coming to it, or is this just not going to work for you? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to type all that. We'd like to discuss with you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
And we will catch you next time on
Super Platinum Achievement. See you guys.